Hi guys, co-tutor here and my name is Anil Deshpande. After the introduction of Android Studio 2.0, I have been hearing a lot of queries with regard to the problem while executing the emulator. This is mainly because of HAXM. So this video is about how to solve that particular problem. If you have encountered this particular window when you try to start an emulator, that means you have been facing this particular problem. How to solve this? For that, you have to install HAXM, that is Hardware Accelerated Execution Manager. You have to just start Android SDK Manager, and if you just come down below in the extras section, you will see Intel x86 Emulator Accelerated. This needs to be installed for your emulator to work properly. You can check that whether it is installed or not by going to the app data local Android SDK extras folder. You see here Android and Google folder, and if it is installed, then you will see another folder called as Intel. You can go back to the SDK manager, install it, and now if you go back to the extras folder, you will see a folder called as Intel. If you go inside the Intel folder, there will be a folder called Hardware Accelerated Execution Manager, and the very first file HAXM_check, execute it in the command prompt, and you can see that VT support is available. Next, go to the Intel HAXM Android, the second file. You can double click on it and start installing the HAXM. In case if you get this particular window where it says that this computer meets the requirement of HAXM but virtualization technology VTX is not turned on, that means you have to go to the BIOS and turn it on. Restart your computer, go to the BIOS settings. The BIOS screen of different machines will be different. How to go there? You can just do a Google search for your particular machine, but somewhere you will find this Intel Virtualization Technology, and if it is disabled, you have to enable it. If your computer has got a AMD processor, by default it will be enabled, so that should not be a problem. But if yours is an Intel machine, then by default it is disabled, so you can go to the BIOS, enable it, and save, exit. Upon exit, your computer will restart, and after restarting hit the installable file, you should be able to successfully complete the installation. And now if you start the emulator, this is how the emulator would look like, and you will observe that the performance of the emulator is much better because it is making use of the Intel's virtualization technology, and the performance of the emulator is significantly better than what you might have observed earlier. So that brings us to the end of this particular video. Let us know what are your thoughts on this and what else you would like to know. Please subscribe to the channel. Please leave the comments. Take care. Bye.